Breaking news here, because US President Donald Trump has spoken to Chinese President Xi Jinping, and Trump hails his talks with Chinese President, and Trump hails it and called it an excellent conversation with the Chinese President Xi Jinping. And Trump said that he also spoke about the issue of Taiwan, on tariff, on trade, and he discussed many other issues. And President Donald Trump also expressed that he is looking forward to his China trip in April. So this is a big announcement coming from US President Donald Trump. And Mr. Aghi is with us. Mr. Aghi, how do you see this conversation as? We know that US and China are competitor for the influence in the global market, for the geopolitics and for the geoeconomics. But how do you see this conversation? Do we see a collaboration, a partnership here, or there is a stern message from White House to Beijing?
Well, the sentiment in the US is that China is the main competition, and it is the biggest challenge for the US. It's China which has basically taken and stolen a lot of IP from the US. And that's where I think India becomes critical, because India is one country which sees China as a threat, and China has never treated India as an equal partner. So from that perspective, I think the alignment between India and the United States to deal with a very aggressive, assertive China. So yes, the conversations take place, and you need to talk to everybody to ensure that you don't go into conflict. But we do see in every aspect in the US that China will keep on pushing US in every aspect. In fact, when you look at a couple of months ago, it stopped the critical mineral supply to US. And US has to basically back down from that perspective. So we do see China as a challenge, not only for the US, but also for India.
So quickly, would you say the better sense prevailed in Washington, D.C., that now India and United States are on the same page?
No, absolutely. I think you have to understand, in the long term, tariffs do damages to both countries, to the consumer also. And by lowering the tariff, I think it sends a message that it's not just about trade between the two countries, it's also geopolitical. It's also on the technology side, it's on the defense side, it's on the people to people. These two countries have a lot to do together. And by lowering the temperature and the tariff, you will see a much more greater momentum taking place.
Thank you very much, Mr. Aghi, for sharing these thoughts and your perspective on India-US trade deal and a promising pact between India and the United States.